Google Antigravity 2.0 versus Codex. Which is the better AI coding tool? AI coding tools are evolving so quickly that choosing the right one has become almost as difficult as learning to code itself. Now, every few months, a new tool is going to appear claiming to be faster, smarter, and more capable than everything that came before it. Two names that have generated significant attention recently are Google Antigravity 2.0, which is this right here, and of course, we have ChatGPT's very own Codex. Both promise to help you build a software much faster. Both are going to use advanced AI models. Both can automate parts of the development process, but they are actually not trying to solve the same problem. One is focused on making app creation accessible to literally everyone. The other is designed to function more like a professional software engineering assistant. So, which one is better? Now, the answer depends entirely on what you are trying to build. So, in this video, we will compare Google Antigravity 2.0 and Codex across different features, ease of use, development capabilities, real world applications, and who should use each platform. So let's get started. Now, Antigravity is Google's AI powered application builder designed to help users create tools, workflows, and applications using natural language. Now, instead of writing large amounts of code, users are going to describe what they want. So for example, as you can see, someone can prompt, create a customer support dashboard, or someone could say, build a lead collection app connected to Google Sheets. Now the AI handles much of the setup automatically. Google's goal is to make the software creation more accessible to non-developers. So think of Antigravity as a bridge between ideas and working applications. The emphasis is going to be on speed, simplicity, and accessibility. OpenAI Codex is built for a different audience. Instead of focusing primarily on no code creation, Codex is going to act more like an AI or software engineer. It can read existing code bases, write different types of code, fix different types of bugs that work along. Then it can refactor different projects, generate features, run tests, understand the software architecture. Codex is specifically designed to work alongside developers rather than replace the coding entirely. Its strength comes from understanding software at a much deeper level. The biggest difference is surprisingly simple. Google Antigravity focuses on build something for me. Codex is built for help me develop a software. Now, that specific distinction is going to affect everything else. Antigravity is going to prioritize your accessibility. Codex is going to prioritize engineering capability. Understanding the difference immediately makes the comparison so much easier. Now, for complete beginners, anti-gravity is generally much easier. Most users can start building simple applications with little or no coding knowledge. The workflow often feels quite similar to describe idea, review output, make adjustments, and deploy. Codex, on the other hand, assumes some familiarity with software development concepts. You do not need to be an expert developer, but understanding code is going to help significantly. Now, for pure simplicity, Google Antigravity wins. Now, Antigravity's learning curve is relatively quite gentle. You mainly learn prompt writing, workflow design, applicational logic. Codex is going to require understanding of code structure, project architecture, debugging, development workflows, version control concepts. Now, because of this, new users are typically going to become productive faster with Opal. Now, when building simple applications, both of these tools can be quite effective. Examples could be, internal dashboards, maybe creating business tools for yourself, data collection systems, automational workflows, small productivity apps. Opal often gets these projects running faster because it focuses heavy on rapid app generation. Now, for quick prototypes, anti-gravity has a strong advantage. But of course, this is where Codex will begin to separate itself. Real software development rarely starts from scratch. Most developers are going to spend their time either updating projects, fixing bugs, adding features, improving existing systems. Codex is more specifically designed for these situations. It can analyze large projects and understand relationships between the files. Anti-gravity, of course, is not focused on this type of development. Now, every developer eventually encounters bugs, broken functions, unexpected behavior, and performance problems. Codex is going to excel in these situations because it can. It can analyze code, identify the problems, suggest fixes, and generate different types of solutions. So basically, which of these is better? Now, if you are a beginner, entrepreneur, freelancer, or business owner who wants to build apps quickly with minimal coding knowledge, anti-gravity is probably the better choice. Although, if you are a developer, software engineer, technical founder, or someone building serious software products, Codex is likely the stronger option. So, anti-gravity wins for accessibility, Codex wins for software engineering power. So that is pretty much about it for this video. If you enjoyed watching, please do make sure to drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see all of you in the next video. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.